We are back in action. What's up, guys? I said I wasn't going live again, but I mean, what can I say? The past 24 hours have been. That's not even working. They feel like hell on earth. I guess that's the only way you can kind of endure what you're feeling is hell. I don't think hell is an actual physical place, but that's another story, and I guess that's why you can feel it. Anyway, so to talk about this, Xxxtentacion is not dead apparently because I saw the video yesterday, but I didn't watch it because I refused to watch it. I was kind of disgusted by somebody who posted his dead body there unconsciously. But today, I had the energy and the power to actually watch the video because it is hard and to see really what I witnessed and what the world witnessed. So I'm looking at the video and sure enough, I'll be damned. Who he got this year, or I think the beginning of the end of last year, he got this tree tattoo. It wasn't on his forehead, so we are just like, how are you gonna miss his whole complete tattoo? And it all corresponds back to me watching one of his live streams telling us he plans on faking his death. I kid you not. I don't remember the exact live stream and what time and place the date, but I remember because when somebody said it, it literally sparked like a neuron in my brain. I was like, I remember him saying that. If he didn't say, I'm gonna fake my death, I said it because I was like, he's the type of person to fake his death, because look, this is the way he thinks, this is the way I think. People genuinely only care about you when you're gone. Like, oh, I wish if they were still here, I would say this and that. We tend to feel regret, when somebody passes to the next room. And that's common, that's human, that's the empathy. And what he's doing is he wants us to see what empathy is. He wants to show the world what it means to have somebody gone, literally. He's trying to justify the world with hate by loving the hate. So at the end of the day, if he is alive, like I think he is, he'll have his humongous explanation, and it all makes sense. Because, yeah, that's the deal. Because literally his tattoo, he hinted on this a lot of time. Apparently, the album's supposed to be called No Post. On top of that, when I went on yesterday and talked about the conspiracy of Drake, it's the only thing my mind could understand to correlate. And the reason being is because that's who he had his beef with. On top of that, the subliminals just came from Pusha T. And then on top of that, his subliminals came from Drake. So you got Drake and Pusha T beef, and you got Drake still hating on X. So he's like, dang, I'm over here dealing with Pusha T, but I got this big ass exploitation I'm about to do over here with X. So how am I gonna deal with this and that at the same time? And so that's why Drake sat this one out over here on the Pusha T, and he went and did that. Why you keep on shooting this? You know that nigga dead. He put that in place for this whole charade, this whole monologue. Now, there's another piece of my conspiracy where I think, in actuality, and this is even crazier, but God, like I said, I really don't know, but this is just my brain correlating and connecting dots because that's what I tend to do. And I mean, call me a conspiracy or whatever, but I think it's some type of a peace treaty coming towards them, because he has a new song coming out. Apparently, it's called "Signs" of the Louis Vuitton sign or something. I didn't look into it yet, but my friend sent me a screenshot, and it was literally the same Louis Vuitton bag they took from X that he had with him, and that's apparently the cover of Drake's new single. So whatever's on this song, who knows? I'm not gonna say it, but just know you'll feel something connected to X in that song. I'm not gonna blunt out say what you'll feel or like what'll happen or what he'll say, because I mean that'd be me spoiling it, and I'm not a spoiler. At the end of the day, I'm a conspiracy theorist, and I will take the title of conspiracy theorist. But when this song that Drake releases comes out, it's gonna tell us something. It's gonna give us some type of clarity, even though more than enough to clarity that he could still possibly live. By the way, yesterday I did get my XXX tattoo. It's right here. Of course, he could have faked his death. I mean, have you ever just thought about like life one time? I don't know if this is everybody, but this is me. I thought about life like I wonder what would happen if people thought I died. Like literally, I dead ass dropped dead, died here today at 4:20 o'clock, which is the actual time, and died. Like who would be hurt? Who wouldn't? Who would deal with it? Who would love me? Who would hate? that I killed my, or not, I'm sorry, not kill my, who would hate that I'm dead, you know, like who would it really take a toll on? And then that's what he's doing. X, like I said, he's a manipulator, a mind control of emotions. He understands what emotion is, and he knows how to pressure and push the buttons of humanity. Because, I mean, he's a psychopath, but he's a psychopathic, empathic narcissist. So basically, what we do is we tend to understand why humans feel the way they do, and once we have that under our belt, we're able to pull strings and make people feel different ways and touch them the way we can touch with actual, real, vibrant energy. That's why the human soul is so strong. But he understood that, and he's like, it's strong, but it can just as well be weak if it's not grasped the right way, and it can destruct somebody. That's why there's so much violence in the world. So he just wants to show us what life is really about when somebody dies. How you feel, how the world will feel, how they still care now that he's dead. That's just a bit of my iceberg tip. I'm trying to see what else I have on my mind about this. So okay, back to the face tattoo. He has as you see in this picture, he had, this is by the way, Naruto animated, but he has a tree in the center of his forehead. The video, it shows his tree is not there. He has no tree showing. So he doesn't have a tree showing. What else they said about it? And then another thing, they said right away, like, he has no posts. Just like that. Like, they didn't have no type of, because like you look back in time, how people of big stature die, they kind of climax and escalate and let us know, like just a couple weeks ago, who was in the hospital? I'm trying to think. Who was in the hospital just a couple weeks ago? I want to say, well, Wayne was in the hospital. His thing was clearly, all these people were in the hospital, and they always give you like, oh, he's in critical condition. They don't just write out and tell you he has no pulse, he's dead. Dang, I wish people would stop hitting me up, but then again, the life of a conspiracy theorist, right? And so we're thinking like, the way the media portrays death, it doesn't just go flat like, that's it, he's dead. Like, when it's a real death, it's gradual. It happened all way too fast. Literally, the first thing I saw was he has no pulse, just like that. And no pulse means, technically speaking, that you're dead, unless they could shock you back to life. And that's kind of too late to do when you already have the wounds. Another thing, speaking of the wounds, the man had no type of, literally, he stood like this, and there was no blood, no distress of anything. There was nothing. It was literally like, for all we know, it could have been a dummy. Crazy enough. Now, I'm not saying it was a dummy. Like I said, this is just a theory. It's coming from me attached to a bunch of other people's theories that have common sense to put pieces together and stuff, just as I do in this social media generation I come from. We put things together, we understand, and we know. I heard a rapper. I don't believe so. That unless you just got this currently while I'm doing this live, you're right. But I'm pretty sure you didn't. Matter of fact, just for you, I have my laptop right here. I'm going to go right here to Google just to see, for your sake, if they found a killer. Xxxtentacion killer came out. So if this is wrong, then I will continue back to my live stream. Thank you for breaking my train of thought if you're wrong, however. Let's see. Speaks out. Alleged killer. Oh my, honey, that was an alleged killer. He's not the one. He's not the one. So let me get back to the live. Thanks for the information, though. Okay, so where was I? I was talking about the wounds. I was talking about, yeah, he had no gun wounds. Darn, I really lost my train of thought. It's okay. What were we talking about? Okay. I was on the mirror. No. You know what? All right, so, all right, fuck it. I'll just jump back to Drake, and hopefully it'll connect back to what I was thinking about. So as for Drake, the purse, the Louis Vuitton purse, it's gonna be his new album, not his new album. Oh, another thing, and this is how you know it's even something bigger than all of us. This is how you know the celebrity. Why, right when he's pronounced dead with the post, are Kim Jong-un and them shaking hands, number one. Why did Trump just release that he's going to have a space force? I talked about that yesterday as well. But this was all in the same time, so it's like, what they like to do is they like to bribe our heads with distractions so we don't pay attention to the serious, real stuff. So over here, literally, like, it's all about politics. Music is politics. They're all connected. Music, politics, religion, everything is one towards past the other. So you have to take them all together as a greatest thought. Like, it's just, it is our world. Our world is connected, and that's how it works. Anyways, that's how they're taking all this stuff, and you have to take it with a grain of salt. So Drake does this, and that's what I was hinting on. There could be the possibility that Drake Drake is gonna connect with him. I don't know how, but he plans on connecting with him somehow, and it could be negative, it could be positive, it could be like it's light, and then actually it'd be dark. That's why you have to take everything like two ways. Like, before you want to believe something, you have to have disbelief for it. And I know that sounds weird, but you don't never want to give everything 100% of your truth. And that's kind of how I fucked up and we fucked up by we just like, oh, he's dead, just like that. But that's okay, because in actuality, it was all just emotions flooding, like the endorphins, the adrenaline to just find that out that he's pronounced dead. Somebody that's impacted your life, that hurts. So we jump right to the real emotions, but I didn't even get a chance to look at the video, and that's why it's a whole big another montage of fuckery, because I didn't get to see like what was really going on, and I should have knew. I really should have knew that he was gonna do this. But when did I say? I told you, when he's the type of mind to want people to understand pain. So he made the world feel pain, and when people feel pain, they get closer to the humanity. So we're all getting brushed up and tasting humanity again. You know what it means to lose somebody. And like at the end of the day, people still want to talk negatively about them, but there's way more positives than negatives, and the positive will always outweigh the negative. And that's what he always had his name around. He's like, true, yeah, I have some negative shit around me, but at the end of the day, I'm currently positive and positive what I'm doing. Also, X. Of course he did. I mean, he predicted it, but the reason he predicted it is because he's gonna do it. Today saying it's probably a stunt, but totally agree with what you're saying. So okay, I'm on my phone right now. I'm on Instagram and all of this. So with that being said, another thing, I'm pretty sure at this point, XXX probably heard when Drake said that shit. That why you keep on shooting, you know the nigga dead. They're probably working together for some bigger, more powerful, positive reunion. That's really all I can see now here in the perfect world. If my I'm sorry, if my head serves me correct, in the perfect world, that's completely what's happening right now. Is they're getting together to start something big and positivity. All the beef will be squashed from the flow jacking, from the God's plan challenge jacking. All of it's about to be revolutionized, resolutionized. They're about to come together in this rap community that has so much hatred and violence. And if this is the truth, which I hope and pray it is, I really do, then the world isn't a safe place. If it's not, then the world is still going to damnation and hell. But neither way, it's not really a safe place. But I mean, it feels safe. Like, I'm here freely in my home, like with nothing going on and nobody here trying to kill me. However, yet, let me put that in there. However, these things that are happening as the strings are pulled by these one percenters and him and all these high class profile celebrities, it just lets you know that there's more to come. You know, with Space Force, Donald Trump, Kim Jong Un, the World Cup right now, and you always think about every World Cup. There's always some big, drastic, serious revelations going on in the media. But because there's so much big popping stuff going on in the summer, it's so easier to hide things in our brains. Are kind of like they're manufactured to take it. They're manufactured to take it more lightly. So say if X would have did this shit in the wintertime, there would have been much more suicides and deaths because of things like seasonal depression. He did in the summer because what do they always say? Everybody died in the summer. Pray to God for a little more spring. Things like that. And yes, like, okay, true. So I don't know. Like I said, we're from the same cloth. I'm infatuated with death. That's kind of why I drew my attention to his music, because he actually thought about death and dying and the reason. But like, it was like actually reasoning behind it. You know, usually people are just suicidal. Like, I'm depressed. I don't know why. He had his reasoning. You know, the world is rotten. The world is spoiled. Negativity. It's here. It's strong. It's within us all. It's in humanity. You get the point. and he knew that. That's why he's trying to cleanse the world. He's really trying to, because at the end of the day, he was a narcissist, but he was a narcissist that was full of everything he was saying. He truly felt it and believed in it. And there's nothing wrong with being a narcissist because we all have narcissistic quality and trait. His was just high risen, but when you have a high risen, high platform genius mind, your ego is going to be risen. It's just how it is. You can't have one without the other. You can't have a confidence without an ego. You can't have ego without narcissism. It's just a matter of how much you use, how much it goes around. And that's what he taught me as well. And it's just like his whole portrayal was kill me, kill me, kill me. So in reality, he knew from the get go, even if this shit wasn't a conspiracy and he really did die a deadly death, and what I'm saying isn't true, he knew for a fact that he was gonna die like this anyways. So the fact of the matter is, he might as well be a legend by switching it up and faking his death to change the world completely, to have people like me get XXX tatted on me because I came to conclusion to understand what he gave me in life, what he taught me to understand, what he put towards humanity. He gave us so much more, and I don't think he would take it away from us without us letting us know, look what you're missing. Look, if I leave this realm, look what happens to the world. Fuckery, chaos. Another thing, and this goes back to Drake as well. Last night I went to get my tattoo. Now I don't know the science and the understanding and the reasoning of why the moon turns red. I forget. I know it's something with apparently the debris or the sun hits a certain ray of light. I don't know. I could look it up and figure it out, but I don't really care to be a science major for y'all. Like I said, I'm a conspiracy theorist, nothing more, nothing less. And with the red moon on I'm Upset, that night he died, the moon was red. You can ask anybody last night that looked at the moon here in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know how it was around the world, but I'm hoping and understanding that it was probably the same if I'm not crazy. Sure enough, what do I be presumed of typically? Or what are we as conspiracy theorists presumed typically? The moon was red as fuck last night. I'm not colorblind. My friend's not colorblind. He's like, damn, you might be on to something. The moon was that. It was red for Drake's album, not album. Drake's actually, I don't know if that's the album cover. I really don't. I'm not even looking at Drake right now. He gives me a headache, so I don't know if it's real or not. But his album for his cover for I'm Upset, excuse me. His cover is the red moon with a scorpion behind it. So a red moon last night. Somebody died last night. A scorpion symbolizes death or not even, bro, get this. Scorpion, so like I said yesterday, meanings have more than one meaning. So X said scorpion, not X said. Drake said scorpion, but the symbolism of scorpion is death. However, death is a new life, a new occurrence, a new balance, a new world. And that's what I've been talking about. I've been telling my viewers about Snapchat. With the energies correlating right now that's going on in and out the world, we're entering a cycle called a new earth. It's a new life cycle, a new humanity sense of awareness where we tend to understand more. And that's kind of with all the social media and robotics and technology coming out. We're entering new earth. And it's kind of like a tipping iceberg where we're at. We're still at old earth, but we're flipping that page to see this new earth. I know what's coming in the new earth. This is all part of the plan. And like this may actually be, not even it may actually be, but if I serve correct to everything that's coming in my hand, this may actually be God's plan. All the way back there. God's plan to I'm upset. And what does God tend to be? You know, when his people disobey him, when his people tend to do him wrong. God is upset with his people. And it all just correlates back to religion. Like I said, religion to politics to music to celebrity to hidden messages to symbolism. God's plan. I'm upset. The moon dark, red that night. Scorpion equals. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up. Just scorpion symbolism because I know there's so many symbolisms behind scorpion. Does the blood moon have not some? Yes, it does. It does. I mean, so if you ask like a child like why is the moon red, I'm pretty sure they would correlate it, connect it to darkness, evil, bad guys, and that's just the color of red. Our blood is red, you know. Red is the color of evil, and I mean, I'm not saying red is an evil color, but to our society, it is perceived evil. Stop means you're doing bad, you're doing wrong, you're doing red. So I don't know the symbolism behind the dark red moon specifically. However, I know there is symbolism. If I hop on this computer that apparently knows all, like I said, our technology, I can give you all types of reasonings and beliefs why a red moon is satanic and evil and satanic and ritual. But in actuality, symbols can be flipped upside down, just like that. And that's why symbolism, you never know for sure, and subliminalism and symbolism, because things have different meanings in different cultures. So even though this is the culture and belief in this meaning, it's going to be completely like the Nazi symbol. The Nazi symbol, I want to think it meant like good health or something, and I want to say Egyptian. Don't quote me on that, but you know what it means in German. It means the Aryan race, superiority, nationalism, all of that shit. So these okay, so you know peace. Wait, what are you saying? Means peace in Africa. Wait, he supposedly okay, so it means peace. So that's crazy. Now you're helping me. You're helping me onto something. I appreciate you. Thank you. If you're right, look, if you're right, then that means they're trying to create peace. Symbolism. It makes sense. They're trying to create peace because X's life has been correlated to anger, evil, destruction, all types of sexual allegations, all of that stuff, flowjacking, killing, house, all this stuff. And who else but to create a symbol of peace with other than the biggest pop rock star in the world, the next Michael Jackson, apparently, to our, not the next Michael Jackson, but the closest thing we, I don't want to say Drake's the closest thing we have to Michael Jackson, but musically not impactfully and public figure wise yet, he is the closest thing to Michael Jackson. So who else but to create peace in the world and harmony with the oldest Michael Jackson of the game and the youngest Michael Jackson of the game to bring peace? And that could be the red moon you're possibly talking about. Matter of fact, I just want to be hopefully I'm not just spitting mumbo jumbo by you telling me it's peace, because if that's the case, then I mean disregard all of it. So let's see, peace. Oh no, I'm sorry, can't multitask that well. What does the he was, and yeah, that's another thing. The thing with him being talented and controversial is it's like yin and yang. You have your positive and negative, and he knew that. He knew he was a good person, but he also knew he was a bad negative person, as we all are. But he came to understand that, and he came to like when we really come to understand that, there's a difference between like knowing what you've done wrong and like feeling it, like truly understanding. Like, yeah, I know, like, but do I care? And then just like, do I feel like I really felt like why I am in the wrong right here? And he was coming to understand that. He was touching Christ conscious, is what I spoke on yesterday. Christ consciousness is empathy. I'm an empath, so I'm not saying I have Christ conscious fully yet, but you know exactly what ticks people, what hurts people, what makes them sad, what makes you mad, what makes you angry. From each word that comes, that correlates, that connects to our brains, we understand why exactly it made us feel that type of way. We understand why it made them feel that type of way. So he's practicing his power of empathy, and he's using it on a worldwide stage. And who else but to do that with X? I supposed to look this up. What does the blood moon mean? Let's see. Blood moon. The phenomenon. I have to move that there. Excuse me. What's right? June 14th, 2018. Blood moon. Let's see what's about. Oh, would you look? Whoa. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Let's put this over here. Check. Okay, ready? Because, all right, this is really about to be some crazy stuff. This is crazy. Damn it, it just took me away from the page. But listen, all right. So this is on answers.com. Like I said, I'm telling you my source because, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not telling you this is 100% true, but I have belief in truth and hope and faith and understanding and everything that my brain decides to put together. So blood moon is a pattern for Israel. For example, 1949, blood moon appeared right after Israel became a nation in 1948. It also happened again in 1967 when the Jews regained Jerusalem during the Six-Day War. The next time blood moons appear will be 2014 and 15 on the Jewish holy day, such as Passover, Sukkot, the Passover. All right, so that in Jewish understanding is that. Let's see what else we can find. The blood moon, Mayan calendar, personal panic over the ever pending. that makes sense. There's a lot of personal panicking right now with people's energies and kids that really love this guy. Their energies are just feeling beaten, delivered like beef. It's real beef within our energy right now, and we're trying to figure out, like, is this real? Is it fake? Why is this? Why that? Is this me? Is it? We're trying to understand. So okay, let's see. The blood and moon have already become the Y2K, the next Mayan calendar. All right, so as I predicting, like I said, a new Earth, Mayan calendar. When the Mayan calendar hit in 2012 and the New World Order and all that shit, it's going to be called New Earth, and that's the time of frame I believe we're entering, and that's why I say we're flipping that page. We're entering New Earth, and they're saying that blood moons are a correlation to this New Earth. So let's see. Let everyone tremble and fear, because the day of the Lord is upon us. It is a day of darkness and gloom, a day thick of clouds and blackness deep. That doesn't necessarily say much. Bible prophecies of a particular cosmic event that involves the appearance of the moon turning red that shall take place just prior to the return of Jesus Christ, better known prophetically as the day of the Lord. And that's what I was talking about yesterday. Christ consciousness. Today I was talking about Christ consciousness. Jesus consciousness, to understand what it really means to be a human, what to understand humility. That's what is learning with the world, and that's what the blood moons. It's the day that we apparently supposed to understand what's really going on in society and what's really going on in the world and behind the scenes. Let's read a little more. In fact, unless that time of calamity is shortened, and shall be the great tribulation that God himself will have specifically cut short with the heavenly signs, because Jesus tells us, if he doesn't, in fact, unless that time of calamity is shortened. So, literally, time's almost up. Like, I watch this guy, and he's a really strong Christian guy. He's on YouTube, not Seven Trumper Peppers. I forget his name. I'll put it in the link in the description, but he constantly and consistently and keeps me updated about what's going on in the world, and how it's all connecting, and how Israel was ratified as a United States capital, or whatever the case may be. I don't know the actual meaning, but not meaning. I don't have the actual understanding. They were recognized as the United States nation's capital. So with that being said, that hasn't been done since Israel was a whole nation. And like I said, it's all on a bigger platform. Trump did this, and Trump's doing all these other things, and it's just like, it's what we're seeing right now unravel is a life movie. We like you know how people be like, and I personally see this and feel this because like I said, I'm an empath, so I see the world like a movie. And I'm like, damn, like this is some shit that would happen in the movie. Like my life is literally a movie. But at the end of the day, we watch movies because they're persistent on watching life. So somebody watches things happen, they write them down, and that's how we have movies. So never count movies out. Never ever count movies out, because they're always subliminally, subconsciously manipulating and letting us know stuff in our mind. That's why Wakanda was such a big hit. Wakanda is a whole nother story, but behind Wakanda, even more. I'm sure he's dead. He don't want to accept it, move on. It's not controversy gonna give him. You think so? Okay. See, like I told him, I don't know, but at the same time, I'm a distraught, hurt fan, and if I want to believe that he's alive until proven otherwise, as in I see his ashes, or I have more proof, or I have the killer, I'm probably not going to stop until I have brief and true understanding. Keep in mind, it's only been 24 hours, and it's barely been that. And the reason it's barely been that, because I'm pretty sure he died around 5 yesterday, allegedly. Today is 4:44. That's all it is. It's only been 1 day. So for this whole week, I'd say give us 2 weeks. Let the world unravel. See what happens. See what comes on before you just write me off and say I'm a lunatic and I'm a crazy YouTuber going live, just talking about my idolized prize that changed my life. Let me live. Let me enjoy. Let us live and continue his legacy by understanding what was really going on in his brain, because he was ages, years, millenniums behind. Okay, that's the police. Like I said, the thing about our society, it's crooked. I want to believe, man, his music saved me, so I get you. Not saying I appreciate that. Thank you. I want to believe myself too. And like I said, this is literally help for me. Like I said, he meant the world to me. He said to me, I got this shit tatted last night. I said I need it ASAP. It's gonna be my closure, and it's hard to really understand to this day and fathom, like, how could they take him from us? And I'm going to continue to try to understand how could they take him to us until they give him back. So until they give him to us with all information included, I'm not going to say he's gone. It's just that simple. I need proof. We need proof. Every day you see phenomenons and strange and crazy things happening. There's no proof behind them, but there's one thing that keeps people, and that's faith. And that's okay to have because that's a human emotion and expression of our emotions. It's human expression, you know what I said. And yeah, like, it's okay that we want to mourn and continue to talk about it. And like I said, the killer hasn't been found, so why not keep talking about it? Why not listen and understand and figure out every possible way and look for the signs of life? The Bible has subliminal messages and signs for today, and it told us to follow those, and how the world is exactly acting as it is right now. It says exactly in Revelation, like, you think that they wrote it yesterday and tried to sell it to us. That's how accurate and descriptive and subliminal God wants us to be in this world, because the world is beautiful. It's scary and destructive, but it's beautiful. And there's beauty in the picture. And so much beauty goes behind creating the picture, and that's just some real artistry. So I'm gonna read a little more to see what else we can find in this. Let's see. That's what the blood moon means in the Bible. It will be an unmistakable global sign in the heavens by God, as all life on planet Earth is on the brink of ending, in which every man, woman, and child, the face of earth, beneath the earth, in the outer space, if there are any by then, will see Jesus Christ coming with the dark, gloomy clouds, blocking the sun and the moon from giving their normal light. And another song, I haven't re-listened to this, but X made a recent song. It's called Moonlight. It was off his new album. Like, I'm pretty sure if I listen to that now, I'm probably gonna come from something else to understand about that song, because he was really infatuated and understood. He talked about moon signs, and he understood the moon, and he knew the moon. Like I said, when you know this stuff and understand that stuff, that's you coming closer to your Christ consciousness. Like I said yesterday, I don't believe he was Jesus, but I believe he had Christ consciousness, and we all have this, and we can all find it within ourselves. That's just a matter of unlocking it, unleashing it like it's Sharingan. Like, and Naruto, I mean, he had a description. He had a fan. His fans look like, they like anime. They like Naruto. They like crystals. They like the stuff that we don't supposed to know about. They like the psychological, spiritual stuff that doesn't make sense to regular people, that people tend to shy away from and live their typical daily, regular 9 to 5 lives. That was his fans, and that's what I am, and that's why I speak the way I speak, and I have what I have, because of what he already had with him. He put it on the platform for everybody to see. So kids like me finally were like, wow, it's finally somebody that represents us correctly. Yeah, sure, the little mumble nigga rappers are kind of cool and all, but he was the one to be like, this guy really gets it. He really knows what we're going through in this day of age of this new earth and this new world turning. So I'm going to read a little more. When to expect Jesus' return to the earth, or just have an extra religion station to blog about in parentheses. People are looking for the wrong thing. It's not. The darkening of the sun and the moon, etc. God's servants shall watch for, but a time of precedental global horror that the darkening of the earth by God's seal will cut short. I don't really get a lot from that. I mean, I could paste some things together, but I mean, okay, this looks like it'll be intriguing. Literally, I'm reading these and I'm just picking up the information as I read it. Oh, excuse me. By the time Seal 6 occurs over the earth, the heavenly signs included the blood-red moon in question. The remnant of the Earth's population will be dying or running for their lives and hiding from the approaching Lamb of God. The returning king, dang, I cannot read. I'm sorry, guys. Returning king with his angelic armies, his saints, and his world-ruling kingdom. So, like I said, he had Christ consciousness. It's all connecting back to the blood moon and Jesus and the new world order and the end of these days for the new earth. The blood moon is a question, won't be a natural cosmic occurrence, but a special sign specifically performed by God at the very last moment that will literally stop man's sinning, death dealing, and evil works to prevent him from killing off every last living thing on earth. What did he say he wanted to be, guys? A sacrifice. If he had to be anything, it'd be a sacrifice. Like I'm saying, I don't know if he's Jesus, but he had Christ consciousness. What does the Bible passage, the moon will be? And it's crazy. It gets really nuts. Because when I was like liking his music and gravitated and polarized to him, I thought, and I'm like, why do I like this guy? You know, he low key has devil worshiping songs. He low key has not devil worshiping, but devil symbolized songs. He low key kind of portrays this image of a demon child somewhat. But why do I gravitate to him? Why do I like him? Because at the end, in the inner core, he was good on the inside. You know, he was just in the human body, and he understood that he had evil human tendencies. He said, like, I have demonic energy. He's like, I have demonic energy, but I'm not a demon. That's what he said. And like, I feel like we all can have demonic energy. It's something that can take hold of you from evil. And for him to know that, like, I had the demonic energy, and he let us know, it just proves there's two sides of that coin again that we both continue to struggle with daily in our own self. So what was I saying? Evil works to prevent him from God. And X made his sacrifice so God wouldn't continue this death-dealing evil works to prevent him from killing every last thing on earth. That really, it kind of, that says something to me, because it's like, what did he want to do? He wanted to make the world more positive. Like, the world was violent, the world was very negative. And think about this, what he just stopped. Tekashi's no longer beefing anymore. Everybody is thinking really hard today about life, about how precious it is, about what it means to live, what it means to be alive. That's what everybody's mind is on today. Don't tell me anybody, the people that don't even like X, their mind is on it. They're still thinking like, wow, I mean, yeah, maybe he was a bad guy, but he didn't deserve it. Yes, we know he didn't deserve it, because he didn't. You don't have to tell us. You don't. We appreciate it, but we know he didn't deserve it. And he deserves more. And that's why there is more to come. Like I said. And to finish all this off, I say 2 weeks from now, he's dead, like I said. He's pronounced dead. His ashes and everything is there and square for everybody to see. Say that is the truth. He's not even dead if he's dead. Because physically, he's dead, but mentally, he's in my head. He's in all these other kids' head. He's in my veins. He didn't die in vain. He didn't, because he continues to live on with us. An icon, a legend that lived forever. They live forever. All I know is when I die, I'm a legend. That song should have been written for X, because that is what he is going to be after today for his 20 years of life. And that's another thing. The way he came up in life, alone, sad, depressed, by himself, he had to experience that. He had to understand what it meant for that. Like, yeah, people know. Right now, I'm alone, right? I'm by myself. But do you really know what it means to be alone? To be around a room full of people and not have anybody you can genuinely, truthfully talk to and tell you what your life is and how you doing and how you feeling? Do you know how that feels? He knew how that felt. And that's what the miscorrelation is with our youth. Y'all don't know how we feel. You don't. Not with the energies going around in the world right now. And he was the only person, literally only rapper out here that really told us how we feel. And when I say we, it's like, it's a certain specific demographic right now that I'm speaking to that knows how I feel, that knows how we feel. I mean, you don't even have to be an Exit fan to understand how the feeling they're feeling, because everybody liked the guy. Everybody was listening to the song. You may not have liked him and all the stuff behind his name. Take away the stuff from the name. You like the song or one or two. Don't say you didn't listen to it, because I know for a fact there was a song and you bumped it and you were at the club. So let's cut that right there. He had to withhold everything that life has to offer and to suffer. So, like I said, that 50-50 balance, to suffer everything, to suffer from life, and everything to offer from life. He took both, and at the end, he brought everything else to offer, even though he suffered. Why was he out here saving all these people? He was talking to all these celebrities we didn't even know that he was talking to, that he had beef with, and he had made amends to low key. I want to believe you. I get what you're saying, not saying you're crazy. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Much love, dude. I appreciate it. But then what am I saying? Fuck, I hate losing my train of thought. It's the worst. It's the worst. XXX. What were you? I was finna cut something else together. Come on, Julian, bring it back, bring it back. I hate this. I'm pretty sure his okay, so like I said, he gained everything that life had to offer and everything life had to suffer. So two sides of one coin, devil and angel, balance, peace, understanding. Bring balance to the world. That's another thing. Okay, so with anime, he was really big on anime. And the people that follow him are big on anime. And the reason we're big on this anime is because anime it shows us life. It shows us life really nicely. It shows it in a happy, positive platform and manner. It's like, wow, imagine if I was in that universe of anime, how perfect and not inconsistent, but consistent life looks in anime. Because, here in our life, it's just inconsistent. There's always negativity, this happens. But at the end of most anime, what happens? There's a resolution. I said most majority. Everything comes back to order and the devastation is over. That's why I like anime, I've come to understand. And I had to figure it out, like, literally, why do I like anime and stuff of this nature? It's because it knows the balance of destruction and peace and how to make one beat the other. And when me and these other kids are watching these animes, we're understanding and learning the course of destruction, peace, war, emotions. Naruto, for example. Why I have Naruto? I like to say Naruto saved my life as well. Naruto, it let us understand what it meant to lose somebody, what it meant to hurt, what it meant for war, what it meant for gain, for perseverance, for somebody leaving you. Naruto had all of this. And I guarantee you, X got a lot of his learnings and understandings and teachings from not just Naruto, but plenty other animes. Like I say, it's a specific demographic that this stuff touches. So let's see what else I can read. Bible comes from the Greek word biblos, which means book. It is a Jewish collection of the history book from the beginning of time, book addressing the people of Israel, which are the black people, but that's a whole nother story. But you see my channel, and I'm not even going to talk about that, but I'm going to have a whole nother video explaining my ancestry of my Jewish ancestry. And the writing of the apostles of Jesus. As to what it means, the text speaks for itself. It means the holy word. So, I mean, the holy word. I don't know what else. Jesus, what else do I say, The Jew of Jews, the king. Christ consciousness, the crown chakra that goes on top of your head. They put a chakra, they put a chakra, but they put the crown on Jesus' head because that was his chakra. And he was sacrificing his chakra for the world, for humanity. Let's see. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. The amount of refracted light depends on the amount of dust and clouds in the atmosphere. This also controls how much light is scattered. In general, the dustier the atmosphere, the more that other wavelengths of light will be removed, compared to red and light, of course, parentheses. Leaving the resulting light a deeper and red color. This caused the resulting coppery red hue of the moon to vary from one eclipse to the next. Volcanoes are notable for expelling large quantities of dust into the atmosphere, and a large eruption shortly before an eclipse can have a large effect on the resulting color. A blood moon is caused by a lunar eclipse, which is caused when the sun, earth, and moon is lined up in a row, and that causes a blood moon. So that's the reason for the blood moon. But, I mean, it makes sense considering there are volcanoes happening. Yellowstone is about to blow very soon. It's been dormant for 6,000 years. I'm letting y'all know here now. Really, right here, right now. Yellowstone is about to blow. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be epic. The world is about to enter destruction if it doesn't enter peace. But from peace, you have to find destruction. And it's vice versa. Everything is yin and yang. And, like, you probably understanding and listening, and you're like, yeah, it makes sense, I guess so. And then you're probably like, how does he know this? And like I said, God puts people on earth to speak to him. And he puts people on earth to speak through him. X was one of these people that God has been speaking to. I just think specifically it was Jesus, Christ consciousness. This is a lot. Obviously, since the Bible was written a time ago, when organ donate blooding was possible, is he actually? That's a conspiracy. I don't know for a fact, but my faith, my truth, my heart is telling me he's not dead because I heard I heard him. I'm not even kidding. I heard from a live stream. I remember years ago it sparked a neuron in my brain. It told me like he said he's going to fake his death. And like I said, I've tend to seen him as a mirror. And I've always thought about faking my death, what I would mean to people when I'm gone. Really, because like he said, and like people tend to say, they don't care till you're dead. They really don't. And this is perfect explanation. Me here talking to y'all, we didn't think about him dying. We were just like, oh, we just can't wait till that new album. We can't wait till that new music until Drake put his subliminals out. Then yeah, we started thinking about it. 2 weeks ago, I want to say he put that shit out. 2 weeks ago, we were like, damn, we know everybody that fucks with X and everybody that's a fan know for a fucking fact those words and those subliminals and symbolism and upset today are for X. Everybody that support X, you can't tell any fan of X that triple X shit wasn't for him today. None of them. And then with the signs coming out. But like I said, I'm not going to hang Drake just yet. Not yet. Not until it's all done. Then we hang Drake. So for now, let Drake live. Let Drake see what he's showing. Let Drake be the sign he apparently wants to be. Let the Louis Vuitton song come out. Let his Scorpion song album come out. See what he has to say before we hang him. And when I say hang him, I don't physically mean I'm going to hang Drake and I'm going to gather some X fans and hang him. But let God hang him. Let God put him down. Because that's what God does. God strikes down evil. And that's what it's coming to. But in order to strike down evil, you have to sacrifice. You have to. That's just how life is. Because once evil comes a part of life, you understand why it came and you understand what it is. And once you learn evil, you gravitate away from it and you never have to come back to it. It's called learned conditioning. Negativity is learned conditioning. Once you learn something in a negative form, in a negative manner, you no longer visit it because you know the consequences of that negativity and that evil. So that's why people turn their life around and tend to live positive. Like literally, you hear it all the time. People are like, well, yeah, so-and-so over there made a big change in their life. They're doing this now. They're not hitting licks no more. They're not jacking cars. That's because they understood like this isn't the way to life, It's cool to be evil. Don't get me wrong. I understand. It's cool to have evil and passive aggressiveness and destruction and anger. And that's another thing he taught me. He taught me it's okay to be angry at the world and want to end everybody. It's okay. It's a human trait. But you're supposed to learn from it. And once you learn from that and you go through it, as we have to go through everything, it's okay at the end because we know who we were and we know who we are now. And that's why I always typically talk about his allegations in the past tense. Because there's still allegations to this day, number one. And number two, if they're all true, say every one of the allegations are true. It doesn't matter because who forgives? Christ forgives. God forgives. If he truly meant what he meant, all these times and days of positivity, I know he for a fact asked God for forgiveness. And yes, I'm a man of God. And not saying if God didn't give him forgiveness, then you're wrong and you don't believe in God. Or at least my God. And because God is forgiving God. So therefore, say all these allegations that he's done are true and he really did. He's learned, he understood, and he had to go through those trials and tribulations within himself to figure out that's not his way of life and that he wants to live. Keep in mind, he was 20. 20. Our life expectancy here is 80. My guy had 60 more years. He wasn't even a quarter done with his life yet. A quarter. How you going to hang a child, somebody that was just a child, at their life stake just for a couple mishaps while they're young? He was changing his life gradually. And now I'm just here ranting. I've gone for 50 minutes. I'm going to end this. I think I said everything I want to say. You guys know me. I could talk for hours, but I'm not going to because I've used enough energy. I've gave enough to this. We're clocking out at 49 minutes. Like I said, I don't care about the clout. I'm not here to let the man live in peace just because he was pronounced dead, because there's not going to be no peace to live in. There won't be. Not until I know my truth. Not until I know it wasn't in vain. So that's that, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Soldier Kid, because Soldier. Oh, dude, don't say this. You're gonna bring me back to talk even more. Because Soldier Kid has a red Mustang and a red mask, which evolved the X incident in the Drake song. He said, "I don't want Shelby." Whoa, dude, what are you on? Cause this is new to me. This I can't go off the live, not yet. You just came with some new information, my guy. Damn. Wait, let's bring that. Okay, Soldier Kid, red mask was involved in X incident in the Drake song. Has the shit came out yet? What's the new Drake song? I need to see the symbolism for it. I need something because I'm really going off nothing right now. Aside from my free thought that God blessed me with. Let's see. What the disturbing. Okay, so it's all on Yahoo. It looks alive. What do you mean? What looks alive? Oh well, it's on Yahoo. So whoa, guys. Okay, let's switch the camera. The fact that it's on Yahoo. Now, don't get me wrong. Yahoo is probably at the bottom of the food chain when it comes to like the news networks, but they're still up there. They haven't lost credibility. People still. I know white moms that use Yahoo to this day, and she's seeing this right now on her corporate high status white woman level. You see Xxxtentacion and the conspiracy with name. Drake cannot run from this, guys. He cannot run from this. There's no way. There's nowhere to go. The only place to go is hell if he's in the wrong. And the only other place to go is if my conspiracy is correct and they're all a part of some bigger, perfect world, new earth, empathic plan. That's crazy. Let's see what... Drake's career is almost over. He better start investing money in real estate once it's all over. He really gonna see the fake love. I'm not the first nigga he bit, nor the last. Drake a pussy nigga. I'm not gonna say no names. Drake watched your interview and fuck. Yeah, and also, to take it back to all that, guys. Oh, but I don't even want to take it back to that because it'll put a hole in my conspiracy. If Drake said shot below the neck and X was shot in the stomachs. That's what I was saying yesterday as well. Multiple times they said it was multiple. And like, bro, like what? Why you keep on shooting if you know that nigga dead? And then it goes back to this. I'm trying to think. Look. It's like, okay, listen. Let's hop off the conspiracy and go back to hating Drake, apparently. Because he's been doing his whole life, right? He's been taking people's energy and using it as himself. He's been a vampire energy when it comes to people's music, to people's love for him, for them, for themselves. Drake has been a vampire and using people's energy. He's been making energy and he's been using it and reinforcing it and giving it back, but he's been taking it from other people. And that's not how you live your life. That's how negativity is prospered when you pass negative energy. Because just like you can give positive energy, and I'm sorry, just like you can give positive, you can give negative energy. It's all in your tone of voice and how you talk to people and shit. It all adds up. But Drake, I don't think would do this, so that's why I think he had. Okay, but with the Soldier Kid, he came out. So like he already came out and said it wasn't him. If it was him, they already would have had him in custody. Apparently, it's not a coincidence, but I know he's connected somehow. I don't really care because he shouldn't get the clout he getting right now. But I know he's connected somehow, some way. But he didn't kill him. They would have got him by now. But just know he's connected. That's another story. So I mean, it's like, let's see, Instagram, a red car, and then he just released some song called Triple X. Talking about I ain't even know who the man was. He's lying. And that's another thing. How you not gonna know who the biggest new rapper is? How are you gonna lie about that? The man, my mom knows who he is. My grandma knows who he is. My God, in 10 years he was gonna have the social status of Jay-Z. And everybody knows who he is. In 20 years he would have had the iconic legendary status of Michael Jackson. Like, you're kidding me? The man was polarizing. And when there's people like this in the world, They killed him. I tell you, they do it. They've been doing it for years. When John F. Kennedy, what did he release? Secrets, secrets. What did they do? Kill him. There's always these sacrifices. Tekashi, I gotta talk about Tekashi. He's just, he knows what's going on as well. He just didn't think it would happen like this. He didn't think it would happen that way. That's why he never shouted him back. When you look at their fucking when their DMs, he knew it was coming. That's why he didn't want to be connected. But Tekashi knew. That's why he didn't say a lot either. That's why he was doing his own shenanigans. Because he's like, I'm going to do this shit until this happens. Then I'm going to calm down. He might be the feds. He might be a police officer, as everybody's saying. Don't count that one out. Don't count it out at all. Drake has not commented. Of course he's not going to comment on his death. There's no way. There's no way he's going to. Like I said, if Drake is smart, he's going to address in his album on some subliminally crazy way that it'll fly over most people's heads and you can't even connect it. Like a regular person can't connect it. If Drake is kind of smart, he's going to release a song and he's going to tell the truth. And when I say he's going to tell the truth, he's still going to say he has something to do with it, but he's going to say it subliminally. And if everything that I'm saying is wrong, then my conspiracy is correct. Drake and X are buddies, and they're doing some big platformic, seismic activity, new Earth power force move of positivity. I think X is still alive until the funeral. I'm not believing. I believe the same thing. He has the album. So the album, like, no one cares about you. And I remember it so much, like when he used to be on his live like every day at one time, and I was one of those kids that always when X was talking, fuck what I'm doing, I'm going to talk to X, go to see what X is doing right now, and I see what he's saying, take it into my day, and go on with my day, because that's what he did every single day. He told you write in your journals. I didn't write in my journal, but I always thought about it, and I would go on my day and I would take every single daily lesson he gave us. Because who cares he's the same age as me? The kid was 1,000 years older than me mentally. Or maybe a couple years older than me mentally if we're really going on dimension years. Because, like I said, if me and X knew each other, which we were supposed to meet one time, I was supposed to go to his football thing. I ended up not pulling up. That's a whole nother story. If we were like that different, I wouldn't be saying the things I'm saying. I wouldn't be crying about him. He would have been my friend. He would have been our friend. Keep in mind, that's the thing, that's the beauty with celebrities. Sure, when celebrities become celebrities, they tend to go Hollywood. So you're going to die at age of, that's why he got 17 head, but it didn't. That's kind of trippy. That's very trippy. Do you know why he said something? Because I remember he said, I blew my candles when I turned 17 and wishing I'd be dead. I mean, shit. I mean, it was going to come eventually, but sure enough, like, why 17? Why that year? And that could have been like, I spoke to the devil in Miami, he said I'd be fine. That one. And whoa, I just thought about that song. That song is going to be crazy to rethink now. It's going to be crazy. Plus in the card. Yes, I've spoke on all of this, dude. Yes, I'm glad you're right here with us. I'm glad you're not one of these. It's so crazy because, like, society writes us off as crazy so fast. But the beauty about it all, the beauty is society's not crazy. I'm sorry. Society's crazy. We're not. That's what I mean. And that's how it goes. You're crazy until proven. And that's just how you have to live your life. 2018, not his age 18. Damn, bro, that's deep. That is deep. Y'all quote that. Y'all quote him. Josh Brady game. That makes sense. Bravo to you, dude. Bravo to you to connect that. Even though, yep, no hospital picture. Like, bro, what? They gave us nothing. Think about it. Think about when Michael Jackson died. It was too quick. TMZ. No posts. No, he's in critical condition. No, he has been shot this amount of times. How did y'all not get developments? No, they got no type of like developments. There was no upbringing climax of his death. That's why you know it was fake. They didn't give us no thought process to understand it. And then even when people die. When he say he dead when he hit plus why the Google say I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like, you can't trust Google nowadays. You can't trust the corporations. You can't trust none of them. You can't even touch YouTube. YouTube may not even let me post this for all I know. We can't. We can't trust it. I can't wait either. I want to know. I want to see. I want to see everything. I want to see everything. And the crazy thing is, like, Drake isn't panicking. He's not panicking because I know he has something up his sleeve. He has to. He has the devil on his side. He has something up his sleeve. He has to. Because he has to answer to it. He has to answer to all of this. Yep, we've all heard it, dude. And like I said earlier, if you heard it earlier, 2 weeks ago, you connected that from Xxxtentacion right away. Matter of fact, if you are a person and you weren't a fan of X and you heard that shit, you aren't woke. I'm sorry to tell you. You don't listen to rap music. You don't listen to hip hop. If you heard that Triple X line and you didn't hear that double entendre about him talking about shooting and killing, and you just don't, you shouldn't be watching me right now. You honestly and truly shouldn't. And you should just label me crazy and write me off with all the other crazy conspiracy theorists. Just don't give me the satisfaction, because that's the beauty of being crazy and right. Because at the end of the day, I believe, bro, me too, bro. And that's why I'm saying we're a family. It's a family thing. He knows we're gonna be here talking about this and talking and understanding and trying to figure out what all this meant. And that was the thing, to be a part of his cult fan base. You actually had a family. You actually know who somebody felt just like you, all because of the song. All because of the song. Even though they take away his music video. Why did they take away his music video, bro? He was signed to Capitol Records. His video should be right there for me to watch on YouTube right now. But nope. No, sir. You know why? Do y'all know why? Because there was subliminals in the video. He hung the kids. We all know, bro. Like, I'm getting a headache because there's so much in my head. It hurts. It really hurts my head that I have all this information and I know it's factual, but I have no proof, and I have to wait for my proof. Aside from my yes, it's crazy. He's done this before, 3 times the charm. Goddamn, like, except this time. And think about it. Think about all the money he's made. My guy's he probably touched $1 million his first week out of jail. He's made so much money, it wouldn't be hard to fake his death. If you think it's hard to fake your death and you're a millionaire, then you're an imbecile. It's not hard. Dude, he's gonna come out his funeral. There's no post album. It's all gonna everything. Like I said, I don't want to say he's Jesus because I don't want to disrespect Jesus and God. But what interview? You saw that interview? I don't know, but I saw all of them. I saw all the 3. Excuse me. I'm sorry. The 3-hour DJ Academics video. He dropped some gems in those too. He really told us what was going on in the world. He even apologized to Drake. He said, "I'm sorry, but I had to get through that to understand myself and understand what you did to me." And he said, "I forgive you." He said, "It's cool." Like, watch the one. He said he will come out. Dude, I appreciate that. And just like, I'm gonna be watching shit for the next couple of days because this shit is a full-time job, like, and I'm not getting paid for it. But I don't care because money doesn't mean anything to me. This physical plane with this energy of cash that's green, it doesn't matter to me. The only thing I care about that's green is weed. And that shit brings me to a higher consciousness. Yeah, bro, like, we couldn't sleep last night. We could not sleep last night. Why couldn't we sleep like? Because our minds have been distraught. They've been shattered. He planted seeds in our mind, and with these seeds, bro, me too, bro. I put on my snap, and I didn't care if anybody saw me crying. Like, I had my eyes red as fuck. I said, man, I posted my selfie on Snapchat, and I said, first tears of 2018 were something I care about, and I was smiling. Because that's true. I ain't cried this whole year. I'm a grown-ass man. I really don't feel no need to cry about shit just because. But when I think tears are deemed necessary, when I actually hurt secretly and sensitively, empathically for a feeling of somebody I loved and cherished and gave me life, I have to cry. Like, If I didn't cry yesterday, then I can't be here. If you didn't cry yesterday, I'm not gonna say you don't have to cry. When people don't care until you're, and that's what I'm an empath, and X was an empath too. And when we think about that, people don't care until you're dead. Literally, like we meet people every day. Every day we meet somebody. We break ties with them. We cut ties. We're close again. We're good. But say when you break those ties with that person, and that person dies on you, it's it's over. It's a wrap. That was you, and it was a miscommunication. It was a connection, and it's broke forever. That's what death is, and he wanted to show that. He wanted to show. See what happens when you wish dead on somebody and they actually die. Now do you see? Don't you want me back? Yes, we want you back. We understand, but it's not that we don't understand. If it real things are so quick, so what witness or knew about the death of fake deaths. Hey, I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, but if it was real, and that was their so quick, they would have witnessed or knew about this death or fake death. TMZ. If it was real, yeah, they would have knew. They would have, cause TMZ. I started believing that TMZ was real, and then he gonna be. Of course he is. This man, he changed music. He came in music 2 3 years and changed the shit. TMZ is the devil. TMZ is I don't care what nobody says. They're a source and they're the devil. And they also killed Michael Jackson. TMZ is more than a celebrity entertainment center. There's so much more. It's disgusting what TMZ is. They're literally they're sickening. Man, you look up the history of TMZ, it's gonna Harvey, man, know all of them. They can go. They can all go. They're disgusting. They all, man. I don't get me started on them, please. Don't. What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, back to him. He showed us what it was, and he was showing us that we care when they're gone. That's it. I mean, but that's what people don't understand. That's what they haven't been understanding. We only care when he's gone. We're like we tend to grasp and hold on and connect to memories. Memories mean so much to us because that's the only thing that's real in this life, in this world. The only thing that's real in life are memories. And they can't take those away. They can kill you. They can't take away your memories, your spirit, your soul. I mean, because at the end of the day, we all come before we come here. But we still have the same memories, and that's the way we act, and the reason we do the things we still do to this day. That's why everybody's different, because they've already lived a past life, and they've died a way before. And because they died this way before, they're precautious about how they're living their life a certain way. That's why some people are angry all the time. That's why they're drunks, alcoholics. That's why they're peaceful. That's why they're not peaceful. Everybody has already lived, and because they've already lived, they've already learned the lesson. But the thing is, we live, we learn, we die. We forgot to learn the lesson. We live, we learn, we die. Forgot to learn, live, learn. Once you learn all these lessons, then I'm pretty sure you get to like the actual new realm and level of understanding. So I'm sure a lot of people here get reincarnated as he was. He told Yes Jules, I saw the post the other day. He said, I've been here before. When kids tend to say that, it's because they're telling the truth. Like what do you think? And that's another thing. People tend to write him as fake deep. There was nothing fake deep about him. The only thing it came off across as fake deep is because he had trouble saying what he felt. So if I'm speaking to you right now and you don't understand everything I'm saying, it's because I'm struggling to literally get the words and the brain and the understanding correlation out my brain to English, to regular modern day present English for you to understand me. So if you don't know what I'm saying, I apologize, but that's also what X was suffering from. He didn't know how to say the things he wanted to say. He didn't know how to tell us that he feels the world like this. Or when he did say it, people would think he's crazy and he's weird and he's just for these misfit, God killer, devil worshipping, suicidal emos. That's what they would get. But he understood that the world couldn't see him correctly. He knew his fans could, but he knew the world couldn't. So he said, damn, this world's not going to see me correctly. These allegations fucked up my life. How am I gonna let this world see what my fans see in me? And that's how he came up with faking his death. He said, I'm gonna show them what I mean to the world with my death. I love you, bro. Straight facts. Bro, I love you, bro. Like I said, it's a family. It's a family, man. That's what he taught us. He gave us the truth. And like we live in society's platform of family. Fuck ethnicities and race and creeds. We're one, not fuck race, I'm sorry. Fuck the creeds and the ethnicities and the different complexions and all that shit. We're a family, bro. Black, white, Hispanic, red, pink. Our World Wide Web in our head. So we all feel the same thoughts and same tendencies and abbreviate to the same tendencies and understanding of life. That's why we speak together. That's why we know. That's why we're family. Fuck that black, white shit. Bro, we're family. And that's what he taught us to understand. Everybody was an accent. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Egyptian, Uruguayan. These guys in these different walks of life all have one thing in common. And that's family. That's humility for oneself and for one's man. That's why it's supposed to be that I shall love you as thy neighbor. And that one really, when I was a kid, I would wonder like, okay, like what the fuck? What do I supposed to love my neighbor for? Like, who cares? They're just my neighbor. Like, do I supposed to let them sleep over? Do I supposed to be best buds? I never understood that until I meant like it means your fellow man. Thou shalt love your fellow man. And that's what we've been becoming numb. We become demonetized to loving our fellow man. And a part of that, the internet's taking that away from us. Fame takes it away from us. Clout, hype, it takes us away. Because when you tend to steer away from your fellow man, like I was talking about, this God to man, a correlation, connection / disconnection. God, man, Jesus. In the middle, Christ. Jesus, Christ consciousness. Man, Jesus, God. Connect all of those from two platforms are completely different. One platform in the middle, humanity, family, Jesus, all of that is right there in that consciousness. And that's that bridge, that gap we have between God and understanding what God means for us and love and peace, because we're on different platforms, but there's a middle line. There's a line you can touch. It's called Christ consciousness. And he was touching that. And he wants the world to see it. I'm not saying I have it all together, because nobody's perfectly mastered Christ consciousness except Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. But it's our crown chakra. And another way to touch Christ consciousness, and this is hour 12 and I'm dropping new shit, is no fat, no porn, no sex, none of that. You can touch no fat. I mean, you can touch Christ consciousness by not playing. Because at the end of the day, yes, we know sex is good and pure and it creates people. Yes, we know that. But keep in mind what it does. Like, what is big, major, one factor of reasoning for sex? It creates life. So we abuse that daily, and it's okay. I don't mind. It's normal. If you want to abuse sex, that's fine by you. But I'm just letting y'all know what's up with me and what I'm on. So sex is normal. It's fine. It's cool. But just know evil comes from it, because it's lust, it's gluttony, it's hunger, it's flesh, it's physical, it's the best feeling in the world that we can experience as humans. Nobody can describe an orgasm. It feels good. So with this good feeling, it will come. It's a drug. It'll come. Literally, you're coming like that's I know I don't hate to bring it here, but it's like, oh, I'm coming like yes, because you're coming to like the closest thing you can touch to like God. Literally, isn't that crazy to think about? When you come, you create life, and you're touching God. God to come to creation, to life. No pun intended, I swear. And that's another thing. Sex is created, and that's I think a big portion of his name. You have to remember, it all comes back to something. That was something. But who remember back to the name? Xxxtentacion. He said he got the name because he was addicted to porn. Porn, like a lot of us are, but we won't speak on it because it's societal norm. And if we do speak on it, we start to feel embarrassed and feel weird about it. But it's okay, because it's part of the new earth and we're supposed to learn from it. And that's what he did. He learned from porn, and he said, "This isn't my life." I guarantee you, he stopped watching porn. You could tell, because when you hit Christ consciousness and you go on no fap, and you see people's feeling and mannerism, how they walk and talk and speak, you can tell if they watch porn or not. I kid you not. I could look at you like, oh yeah, for facts they watch porn. For facts they have sex. For facts they're this type of person. For facts, and that's what happens when you touch Christ consciousness. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, not having sex and physical intercourse and being horny, it's hard. It's hard, like trying to get off heroin, like trying to get off coke. The shit is, it's the ultimate drug. But the thing about it is, it's not a like actual physical, tangible drug that you can just, you create it. It's your own drug. Sex is our own drug. Orgasms are our own drug. And it's so common. Because we create it and it's so easy to get, we abuse it. We abuse it and we make it the norm. Well, shit, we can abuse it. So why don't we just abuse it? Well, shit, like, why don't we just use it since we can abuse it? Like, he understood that sex wasn't everything to life. Before, it was. That's how he got the name. I was addicted to porn. He didn't say, I'm addicted to porn. He said, I was. Used to be. Past tense. And here we have him. Look what porn created. Look what constant, typical XXX videos, Pornhub, sex created. It created understanding of Christ consciousness. It's so much, guys. And then they call it your holy bone too. When you stop fapping and having sex and porn and you go sober on the sex, you get a bone. They call it. They call it your holy bone. There's nothing you can do in this bone. Nothing. Like it's in your intestines or something. There's nothing you can do about this bone. Like, it doesn't give you no super long strength, but it gives you power. It gives you superpower. So the longer you go on your no fap streaks and porn, a lot of people are saying Drake used them. Yes, that's a big. I mean, it's all together. It all ties up. I mean, XXX 666 6 God Drake 6 18. Take the 8 plus the 9 divided by 2 is 6. 8 plus 9 divided by 2 is 6. It all connects. And that's why I never will write off a conspiracy theorist, because a conspiracy was made by man. The speculation. So a conspiracy was made by men to keep us stupid. But the people that are apparently making the conspiracy are stupid, but they created this whole outcome so I could sound stupid. When I want to say, when you take away numbers, because numbers are numbers, letters, and words are power. It's all power. We use it every day. And they use these words and letters and symbolism every day against us. But we don't know. They put it in our heads subconsciously. And some people don't pay attention to it. Some people luckily do. So 666 actually did mean something yesterday. And just because I divided by a 2 doesn't mean it's not real. Maybe I just had to divide the 2 to get what I wanted. Sometimes you have to create. That's okay though, because from creation is something. Nothing is created for no reason. Numbers aren't here for no reason. The number to make that number isn't there for no reason. Yesterday is no... Let me tell y'all something. There is no such thing as a coincidence. None. Everything. And that was my tap before I got this shit. Everything happens for a reason. Everything. It's just a matter of when that reason is revealed. A lady hit me 2 months ago. She T-boned me in my car. My insurance was out. Just like that. I don't have a car. Because my insurance expired the week before. But I'm like, back then, it was 2 months ago. I'm like, damn, why, God? Like, why does this have to happen to me? But I don't know. I really don't know. And that's the thing. But guess what? There's a reason behind it. I don't even know the reason till this day. I just lost my case. The lady hit me. They said the cameras are undecipherable. But after all of that, I still have faith. I think there's a reason, because nothing, literally everything that happened in our life, everything always comes back to a reason. Like, damn, if that didn't happen all the way back then, this wouldn't happen all the way back here. Even in the negative sense. Damn, if I just decided to do what I was thinking about to do positively, that wouldn't have happened there. No coincidence at all. None, guys. None. And like I said, he had an energy, a polarizing energy that was almost from anime. Because I was saying, like, animes make you feel like life is perfect. They make you feel like something bigger and farther than life. he was an avid reader and watcher of anime. And most people that do read and watch anime, they tend to be on a whole nother platform and level of understanding humans and humanity. However, they tell you not to watch cartoons because they're childish. But in reality, cartoons are everything we want for real life. It's everything that, because keep in mind, cartoons and animes is shit we write with a positive ending to end the story. So just like our real life, there is going to be a story and it's going to be told and it's going to be ended perfectly. It's going to be a great end. The shorts were different. Dude, like, I'm not wasting my time. People can tell me all they want. I'm wasting my time. I'm crazy. I'm a nutcase. We're all considered crazy until we're dead. We're all considered crazy. The smart ones are considered logical and rational. The crazy ones are considered dumb and pocket reachers and reckless and crazy thinkers and insane. But it's supposed to be like that. Opposites it's the way of life. That's the way people think. If I have this person thinking this all the way over here, if I have them thinking way left field, they'll never think they're right. And that's our society's painted across. If I keep people thinking like this society, and I say, then they'll never think correctly. They'll never think there's more than what I show in society. Because society was created by men. But what the fuck does men know? What do men know? Besides infrastructures, 9 to 5, gold, plates, weed, drugs, sex. What do y'all know? I don't mean y'all, but I mean us as a people. What do we know aside from human life here? What do we know about the afterlife? What did he know about the afterlife? He knew it's for learning, it's for experience. Got shot sometime during this event. Yeah, he got shot. And I mean, the sad thing about it is, like, I didn't know who Jimmy Wapo was. I never listened to dude's music. I know most people that I talk to, they have. And even though I didn't know dude, it was just even more heartache. Because at the end of the day, it's another young soul loss. That's of black skin. Because that's another thing. I hate to get pro-black on y'all, but our skin, my melanin, is from space. I'm serious. It has a magnetic energy inside me on my skin. It's copper and golden for a reason, because we have secrets, and they want to keep us left field. Like I was just saying, they want to keep you all the way left field. They want you to think you came from slavery, but that's okay because, like I said, the truth will always reveal itself. It'll always. X knew this, and people knew this thing. But like I said, you watch on YouTube, and that's another thing. I don't know how evil YouTube is, but at the same time, as evil as YouTube is, they're about free speech, and they're a part of the plan. So they all have their roles. YouTube is evil. They might try to delete my video if they are evil enough to not let me get this information out. But hopefully there's some good people out there that want this information to leak, because there's not just evil people at YouTube. There's also good people there at YouTube. There's also smart people at YouTube, like, that do believe in what I'm saying and wouldn't just write me off just because there's no proof, evidence, and rational faction. Like, that's the beauty of the Bible and all these other books and stories. They never had to give you reason. That's fine. Tell them, say I'm crazy. See, I'm crazy and I'm proud. I'm proud to be crazy. I believe in energy and crystals and afterlife and heavens and superpowers. I believe in all that. Let them know. Speak it out loud. Speak it with your mouth. Speak it with your throat. That's okay. They can believe whatever they want, because in the end, us crazy ones are going to be right. And we're going to be like, damn, see what happens when you stay close and truthful to God? You really know what's going on in the world. And now all these other people that want to be deemed and accepted by society, I hope he's not, but I think it's Soldier Boy and Soldier Kill It. I don't know about the Soldier Boy, Soldier. Like I said, I don't think we should even give this guy's name any light, because even if he did it, he wasn't the only person behind it. There's somebody pulling those strings. Keep in mind, he's a young black boy. And that's another thing with us young black people. Because our emotions are so strong from the past, and when I say the past, I mean, like, okay, keep in mind, we have slavery in our genes. And I don't want to elaborate by that, but it should make sense. We have slavery in our genes. So There's going to be repercussions for having slaves. But beyond the slavery, we have royalty in our genes. So there's two past connections coming. There's a disconnect and the connection. That's why black people aren't understood as well. And that's why they kind of have their own gravitational pull, because we know there's more. So, excuse me. We look at slavery. We look before slavery. How do you go from royalty to slavery? To this societal fuckery that we live to modern day slavery, basically. And that's where that disconnect comes in. True, we lost who we were. We forgot. We were fucking up the killing, the stuff, but still, in all the beauty of struggle, we found beauty in ourselves and our culture, and that's what rap music is, and that's why it gravitates. That's why it's the biggest genre in the world, because of what you can say through raps, the rhythm, the tone, the cadence, the ad libs, all of it in music. And okay, I'll give some more fucking secret information. Hebrews, real black people, real black Jews, Hebrews. Now, you know, like Hebrew, it'd be like brew, like the pronunciation is bruh, like a Hebrew, that's what they would call it. So like, you know how they'd be like bruh or bro or like ah or like ooh, like our alliterations are from our first language. Our first language is Hebrew. So it was a lot of like and like yeah. That's why like black people talk with so much like what's the word you use? Fuck it, I'll say pizzazz, but you know, like the way we speak it's not like regular people. It's not. Call it slang, call it ghetto, call it ebonics. We don't speak like regular people because way back in our DNA, in the generations, it said, okay, we lost our voice. That's okay though. We have a new voice in a new language, and we're going to put our taste and twang on this voice, and we're going to create rap music and history and blues and jazz and this and that. And they don't want to give us our credit. That's fine. That's okay. Because in reality, we all know who we come from, and we're going to learn. Even if everybody doesn't learn at the same time and catch on stupid late and we're going to be considered crazy, at least they'll learn one day. At least they will. So like I was talking about, the red moon last night. I mean, the Drake, I'm upset. 1:30, y'all heard it. Scorpion. Let me look up Scorpion again. I'm intrigued in Scorpions now. I think just I use 16th, 17th century language. Yeah, power of language is strong, and like language has hidden meaning. Like we have definitions for specific certain words, but that doesn't mean they're the actual true definition. Like good morning. What does good morning mean to you? I tell you what it means to me as I grew up. Like it's a morning time. Like hey, like what's up? How you doing this morning? Good morning means like it's the start of a new morning, a new day, the rebirth of a new 24 hours. So I had this new 24 hours from yesterday, and it could be, this is what they say you don't supposed to say, because like good morning, because like I hope your day is going to go well because yesterday was shitty. That's what good morning means. So I know you had a bad time yesterday, but it's okay. That's why we say good morning, I believe. Or it can be the fact of the matter is, isn't wozer a word? I don't know. Is it a word? You tell me, bro. Good morning. As I was saying, like to mourn is over the dead. So somebody died the day before, but life will be good after their death. That's another one. I can't remember all of them, but like all these typical words we believe in. Worser. Isn't worse a word? Worser. I believe, even if, that's another beautiful thing I like to pin on people. Even if words aren't specifically defined in the definition, like, consideratedly or something, some shit like that, you know what I just said. You know what I meant. So, why do you want an actual American standardized word just because I couldn't give you the actual word that you wanted? You know what I meant. So, keep in mind with these words, they all have different hidden meanings. Good morning, I tell you. Was it a good morning last night? I don't think so. Because yesterday I woke up kind of, I woke up to bad news. I woke up to bad, my license was suspended, but like that's okay. It's suspended for a year. Like I said, the lady that hit me, I don't have my car, so I'm good. Like I'll live. Yeah, like we all know we woke up sad. We can act like, oh no, I woke up pretty good. It was okay morning. I guarantee you, everybody's day yesterday from the morning, it just didn't start off that good. It didn't. I got bad mail. I mean, it wasn't the worst morning of my life, but it surely was a sad one, and the day was horrible in the end. So it's like the energy, man, the energy, and people want to hang people for using the word energy. What else do we fucking call what we can't see, what we don't know? What do we call it? The reason we feel. It is energy. Don't give me a synonym. Vibes. There's no reason people should hate on the word energy, because it means so much more. It means more than what we know, but that's the only word we can cipher it from. Aura. Hell, we all have different types. It changes. My aura probably reeks right now of desperation, sadness, despair, as do all of ours. So I don't know. I'm finna reach up some shit. See, oh, that's another thing I just remember. All right, so spirit, I call it. Yes, spirit, energy, chakra. I mean, we live through our spirit, and energy is in our spirit, so that makes a perfect sense. Correct. That's another thing. So I'm going to talk about the Antichrist and how Drake can be him. Now, I spoke about this yesterday, but I'm going to keep it way more brief than yesterday. For example, today, 666 got 666 yesterday. The Drake, yesterday, 618, divide the two 18s by 6. You have 666. 6 got, he decides he's dropping the song today. Yesterday, X died. Drake is Jewish. Drake is half black, half Jewish. Or wait, no, half black, half Jewish, because the real Jews are already black. But you see that crazy ass connection? How like, okay, so we have a half real Jew, and we have a black guy that's half black. So they're basically somebody that everybody can like. He's Jewish. He's a white. He's a typical white male. He's supposed to work a good job. He's supposed to be a decent work. He's half black. He has soul. He has Negro spiritual in him. He has, I don't know if he has slavery in him, considering his dad was, well, possibly he does, but I mean, at this point in time, he's beyond his roots, his DNA, because he's been endorsed by evil magic and demonic energy. Okay, let's see a symbolism for Scorpion. Symbolism of the Scorpion is wrapped up in its ability to focus on its power. This is the Scorpion's special gift. Scorpion's magic. My fucking computer's trying to leave the page right now. Scorpion's magic is a magic of defense. We all have to protect ourselves from threats. Many times we do not notice threats, but the Scorpion was born to protect itself from invasion naturally. What does that mean to me? Magic of defense? Another thing, magic's not real. Because when you connect magic is evil. There's super positive, like, energy that feels like superpowers, but there's no such thing as magic. Magic is making any type of pact with the devil. And I know people are like, what are you talking about? Like, don't get me wrong. The idea of magic is real, but the word magic and the history and consultancy of magic isn't good. It's evil. It's demonic energy tossed in human form. That's what magic is. So, I mean, I used to be loved and infatuated with magic, like, who isn't? But say he didn't know. He didn't know who he was. I have serious. Yes, bro. He did. That's the thing I say. But we keep talking about this Soulja Boy kid. We don't supposed to talk about him because he's taking us away from what's really important. And that's, why did the killer kill him? So put aside the killer. Put aside why did the killer kill him. And that's because Drake could have had Soulja Kid put the hit on his head. You should go on Google and search it, bro. Yo, bro. Wait, okay. What do you want to know? Soulja Kid said he didn't know. I saw the video. I saw it. I saw the Soulja Kid talking about, yeah, he don't know who he was. Yeah, he's lying. But I was saying, if he did kill him, it doesn't matter because he was sentenced. He was told to kill him. So it wasn't like Soulja Kid woke up and said, you know what, I'm going to kill him for no reason. He was given money and the demonic energy and the demonic spirit to kill him if he did kill him. But as of now, we don't have proof of that. But if you really want to believe that, by all means, you can believe that right now, but the truth will come out eventually, and you could be right. That kid could have killed him, and I don't know why he's still alive and free and not with the police, but there's never no telling. Cause like I said, the cops are crooked. The people are crooked. The government's crooked. The politics are crooked. That's why everything was released yesterday, as it was. The spatial powers, the Trump shit, the Korea shit. There's so much, man. Like, I don't want to bore y'all, but it's 1:35, and I can talk for hours. I really can. So let's just wrap this up. So what have we learned today? Let's see what else I can read about the scorpion. Okay, scorpion symbolism, illumination. This ain't boring. Keep talking. I mean, talk for hours. Shit. I mean, do I? I mean, this is my first time like doing this this live stream shit, and honestly, I never saw I was the type of person to do it because I mean I can speak, but I don't know. Okay, fine, fuck it. The symbolism of scorpion is a stinger, like the sword in the hand, the warrior. Scorpion wields its stinger with poison that paralyzes its prey. Just like the scorpion of an epiphany can strike from out of nowhere when you are listening to your surroundings. Did you look? You mean, did you look at are you asking did I look at the Soldier Kid video? I seen the video, but back to this. Strike from nowhere. All right, so the scorpion paralyzes its prey, like it stuns it. This might be a stretch, but an epiphany can strike from out of nowhere. Epiphany is kind of like when it just when you finally it's like a deja no it's like it's a That's So Raven movement. Not movement. It's a That's So Raven movement when you just like, wow, like I literally just got all this information and I know exactly what real life is all from what just happened. It's like you literally learned some secret power. And that's what happened. This man X got everything by a stinger. Everything when he died, that was the end. Like his life reset apparently by a scorpion, by Drake. He wasn't moving, he was paralyzed. So that makes a lot of sense. And like it's the magic of Scorpio apparently is paralyzing defense, perception, and consciousness or conscientiousness, which coming correlates to consciousness. So it's all about your consciousness of after you leave this earth and what else is kind of in your head, I guess, in a sense. Because like they say when you die, your whole life flashes before your eyes like a Snapchat story. And if that's the way, then that's amazing. That's beautiful. You see everything from the day you were born. But that would be breathtaking. But I mean, I guess you want to see that after you die, but it's also like a reset button. And I believe Drake is a scorpion that tried to hit his reset button if there's any positivity from this. But at the same time, in the negative manner, a scorpion is still an evil animal that kills and means death and treachery and transition. Also, it says, and being alone, that's what a Scorpio means as well. Being alone. And what was that word that X had tatted on the side of his eye? Alone. So what would a scorpion do? It would gravitate to what's alone. Makes sense. Ancient Egyptians cross symbolize. What is life, guys? What is life? I'm trying to. Alright, let's go on YouTube, see if there's anything new coming out. See what's popping on the tube. Oh, it says I'm live streaming right now. Nice. Okay, accused. Whoa, what? This was 23 minutes ago. Let's see what. Alright, guys, let's see what we got going on.
What it is, man? It's your boy Soldier Kid, man. Coming straight from South
Wow.
Florida. And I've been seeing a lot of content.
Check this.
I've been seeing a lot of things going on.
This was posted 23 minutes ago, guys. He said, they say,
man, listen, man, we all got love for Florida, nigga.
Bruh, this kid might have did it. You might have been on to something. I should have listened. Where's my guy at?
lot of you have been reaching out to me, and it's impossible for me to respond to everyone. But you know me, I've been doing my best, like I always do. Now, the last day or so has been pretty tough for me. I don't know when I'm going to be back to normal again. I don't feel normal. I don't want to say I'm
None of us do,
depressed,
bro.
but it's a crazy feeling that I have right now.
Yes.
A lot of you guys have been hitting me up, and
It's not depression.
you know,
We're not depressed right now.
I'm responding to messages. You know, I got people messaging me saying,
Well, look, guys,
"Oh, he's not dead. Look at this."
Right?
You know, this
We're
is
not.
crazy.
It's just
He
the
didn't have any
belief.
face tats, and he didn't have this, and
Yeah.
And I've been getting so much of those. And one person, I was kind of snappy towards them. Like I didn't really go off on them, but I was like, "He's dead, bro.
No.
He's gone."
No.
And I guess right now, that's
See,
what's really getting to me.
he has
you
to
know?
believe.
And I promise you, I won't.
See,
be
he's the
snapping
media,
on
so he
anyone
has
in
to.
the future,
He has to
because,
send this.
after I said what I said, I realized that we're all dealing with this situation.
It's more than that.
Like, imagine someone coming to you and telling you that your brother's not dead. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, no,
it's a
he's
possibility.
dead. Like, I know he's dead.
Physically,
I tried
yes,
calling
but who
his
knows?
phone over and over and over, and it just rings. There's no answer. My brother's gone, but his memory is gonna live on. X's last words to me was,
Yeah, of course
"I
he
love
is.
you, and I got you."
He has to, because you gotta
So,
remember. Look.
I believe that X got me,
Shut.
and that's just what it is. But for the people out there who
Yo,
need someone to talk to, and I
this
know
guy,
you're looking for
he's the
answers,
media.
that's why you guys are saying
Just like
that
DJ Academics,
you
just
want
like all the
answers,
rest.
I want answers.
You
I
can't be the
kinda know
media
from you
and
guys,
tell the
but
truth.
I think you should join my
As
Discord. The link's in the
ironic
description
as that
below.
sounds,
You guys can
you
join that,
cannot.
and you can just have
No
a
matter what,
conversation with everyone in there.
you cannot
and we can
tell
just
the
talk about
media.
whatever that's on your mind about
I mean, the
X,
media
what
can't
you
tell you the
love,
truth. You can tell the
what
media
you
the truth,
miss,
as all these guys are
and we
doing,
can just talk about
but
X, and
nah,
we can
bro.
just cope
You
and
can't.
move on together.
So if
Because
he was to tell the
we're
truth,
gonna
like,
need
yes,
each
I
other.
agree, he's
I
alive,
don't know
yada,
when
he'd be
I'm
killed.
gonna be
You
back
know
to
what?
being
He's big enough.
myself.
He can die.
I feel
They,
like
they,
that's
they take him out the
right now.
picture.
Anyway,
What do you have,
sorry
500K
for
on
going on this
followers?
whole
Guy have a
soliloquy.
heart attack, who
Join the
knows?
Discord,
Write his
download
death
the
note.
app,
Put him in a
it's
death
free.
certificate.
And
This
you can just
guy,
have a conversation there. It's like a text,
yeah, man.
audio app, and
Nah.
it's real cool. It's where
What's he talking
I
about?
talk to all the people that's in the description and join it. Sorry for that long intro again. They were doing all types of research.
Let's see.
Like, you would think they work for the FBI or something, and they're doing the FBI.
We don't need
job.
FBI research.
And they put together.
We have mental
this
capacity
whole
beyond
evidence
FBI
board
research.
That
That's
looks real.
that's just training.
Now, we heard from the reports that one of the suspects had one mask. Well, guess what? They found pictures of that. We heard there was a Chevy Tahoe.
He's not a Libra?
But there was also other vehicles, like a dark
Jesus
vehicle.
Christ. I
They
thought he
found
was a
the
Libra.
Tahoe. Like I
Oh
told you
my
guys
gosh.
yesterday, they found out
That makes
this
so
dude
much more
actually
sense.
ate-
Guys, this is crazy. Okay, so if you understood not psychology, astrology early on, like before you get deep and tend to really understand psychology, you know Scorpios are the worst zodiac sign. And bro, you did, bro. You did. You unlocked it. That's all I was gonna say. Scorpio is considered the worst sign you can have as an astrologer, not an astrologer, but the worst sign you can have as a person, because I mean it's a Scorpio. It's evil. It has the rebirth, but it's also about death. So we need it. But that's what a Scorpio is. So Drake is a Scorpio. So he is about death. He doesn't mind killing. How do you find your sign? Okay, the way you find it is you put your birthday, and there's you can go on Google. So you literally put your birthday, and it tells you what sign you are. I'm a Leo. I have the same birthday as Obama, August 4th. So I'm a Leo. It's like July 22nd through August 22nd, I believe. That's the dates of Leo. So between the months of October, which Drake is born, it's Libra and Scorpio. Libras are good. I like Libras personally. One of my best friends is a Libra. Capricorn, let's see. I should know, but at this point, like, I don't really pay attention to the signs unless they mean a lot to me and they're personally. Like, for example, my mom, my dad, and my brother. Not my mom, my dad. My mom, two brothers are all Tauruses, so I know Tauruses and all about them very well. Drake is a Scorpio. He was born in so it's facts. So yes, he is a Scorpio. So he does have actual evil tendency of dark energy from the Scorpio, which considers death. Now, like I said, if you are a Scorpio, like that doesn't. I'm not saying you're the devil. It just means you have a real good connection with death. When I say you have connection with death, You can bring death upon people, or you can pass. You tend to try to pass judgment. That's what Scorpios are about. So they think they're God. Drake is the sixth god, so he wants to pass judgments about this guy for talking about his mother, because he's a Scorpio. Now, what I'm finna say about these Scorpios? He passed judgment. He wants to reset his life, but the only reason he wants to reset his life is because the Scorpio was challenged. So you challenge the Scorpio, what does it do? It stings you. It paralyzes you. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to look up Capricorn for somebody. So, okay. December 22nd to January 3rd, a Capricorn. That's nice. I like Capricorns. They're very cool. Not a lot of negative about them, even though there's negative in everything. They're not like one of the worst ones. I know for a fact that Scorpio is. So he calls his album this, a Scorpion, and when there's Scorpions challenge, it'll poison you, it'll sting you. X challenged him. He's the only one that actually challenged him, like, for real. And he ignored him. See, Drake always picked his battles. He always did. There's some he ignored and there's some he didn't. For example, he lost before. Joe Budden. Joe Budden destroyed Drake. But at the same time, Drake didn't feel the need to abbreviate and alliterate. Another thing, Joe Budden and him, Drake didn't respond because he probably was going to lose, but it wasn't no impact for him to lose because Joe Budden didn't have enough clout. And clout energy or power, good energy. Joe Budden didn't have enough, none of it. So that was an emotion. Meek Mill had a little bit, but Drake had too much demonic energy. He was just too big at the point. X, on the other hand, he had enough energy to tarnish this guy's career as well. So did Pusha T. And because they had this energy, they're exposing the truth. And because they had this energy, they're going to pay for trying to expose the Scorpio. I'm going to pay. And another thing about these people, these Scorpios, you know what this is going to trip you out, but do you know what astrology, horoscope, is the most people that are serial killers? Look it up. Scorpio. You look at all the serial killers of the world, from the hash-slinging slashers and the Jack the Rippers. All of these guys usually are Scorpios 9 times out of 10. Because they are very infatuated with ending death and restarting life and creating the world like they're God or something. So keep in mind with these Scorpios. Don't do that. They're not all like that, but you have to be so careful and considerate of these people's feelings and understandings because they're sensitive. I'm not saying Scorpios are all evil, but just know, say you fight with a Scorpio, they'll hold that grudge. They'll always keep their stinger up for you. Even if y'all make up, they'll always be like, I still remember this. That's a Scorpion tendency. So I'm not saying they can never leave this type of mind frame because every single horoscope has a negative thing. For example, I'm a Leo. I have an ego. I'm narcissistic at times. I think the world tends to revolve around me. I think I know everything. I think I'm a know-it-all. But at the same time, you have to feel like this at some times so that you can know what's true and what's not. You have to be confident in yourself. You have to have some type of ego. That's why I consider Leos not being that bad of horoscope. If anything, they're typically usually the leaders and the best people to lead and operate a world because Leos understand what it means to be at the top and see everything as you contribute and live your life. Obama, once again, he was a Leo. And when Obama was president, you hear those all the time. Damn, when Obama was president, yeah. When Obama was president, it wasn't all these school shootings. When Obama was president, bro, we're still figuring it out, bro. But I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But as I was saying, Scorpios are evil. When Obama was president, what you mean? Oh, but Trump, he's a Gemini. So the thing about Geminis is big facts. Like straight up, he's two-faced. He's a devil and an angel. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He has good ideas, and he has some dirty, evil, sick, disgusting ideas for America. And that's why you can never support him. So don't get me wrong. Trump is not 100% evil. You'll see good things that Trump do. Like, whoa, wow, he just did that. Then you'll see bad things of him supporting basically a racist shit. He's two-faced because he's a Gemini. And literally every single horoscope has a stigma. I don't know them all, but those are the ones that stick out to me and I pay attention to because they tend to have a very strong energy and a very strong life force for humanity and manipulating and using humanity. Your bro, I don't know about them. You gotta do your own research, bro. But literally, pay attention to your astrology. It not only makes you a better person, but it makes the people around you a better person. I'm a Taurus. Yeah, my brother, my mom, and my other brother, they're all Tauruses. The thing about oh, that's funny. This girl I loved, crazy enough, that was her birthday, April 29th. So that's another dude. See, it's things like that. Like I just said that on live, but that's okay. She probably won't see this. Who knows? But April 29th is her birthday. I just said happy birthday recently. But the fact that you agree and you know what I'm saying and understanding, it tells me we're on the same mind frame. It tells you we're on the same frequency because I knew this girl and we had the same birthday and we got along and we actually had good energy and good times and good spirit together. Because you have the same birthday as her, I gradually, genetically, mentally, DNA, emotionally connect to you and you connect to me with what I'm saying because of astrology. And it gets that deep. It's no coincidence. It's literally that deep. My dad's a Libra. My best friends, or one of my best friends is a Libra. Or somebody I hang out with a lot is a Libra. Because I don't know, I don't really believe in like best friends, you know? I feel like you should never have like a best friend. I mean, you can, but I think it takes away like friendship from other people when you're like, that's my best friend, that's my go-to. All you other people, it's him over y'all. Like, because in that sense, it's like it's more than just a relationship. You don't need a best friend. Personally, I think like if anything, your significant other should be that go-to best friend, girlfriend. She should be all of that. But I mean, that doesn't mean just diss everybody else around you. So yeah, like I say, oh, let's say I did pick up Capricorn. They're successful leaders, responsibility. They're typically good just for your sake. Scorpion, man, they restart life. They're infatuated with ending life and bringing life. That's why most serial killers are Scorpios. They have an act for death, poison, sting. There's no other animal that of a horoscope that has the same ideology of a Scorpio. Because we're all just I'm not gonna say we're not thinking about death all the time, but they Scorpios they think about death way more than anybody else. If I as a Leo sees a problem with my Leo manner and leadership, I'll genuinely try to talk to somebody man to man and put them on a platform to speak. If a Scorpio has a problem with you, they'll probably they'll try to do something dirty to you. I'm sorry to say it. They'll try to finesse you, beat you up, fight you, take your girl, smash her. That's what a Scorpio's tendency tend to be. Something like that. A Gemini tries to connect or disconnect with you. They'll show you love and then turn around and show you really quick hate. And then you're just like, wow, I really believed in you in this time because they're two-faced. Those are just some examples. We could go by other ones, but astrology is literally the super power to understanding people. And another thing is you just, damn, I guess so. But yeah, like I said, dude, the April 29th, it's insane. And I mean, I grew up with Tauruses, right? And I'm a Leo. But Leo and Tauruses don't like each other typically because they challenge each other for authority. Because, I mean, a Leo is king of the jungle, a lion. But a Taurus is headstrong, you know. They have a big head as well. Like, nobody's going to tell them, like, what to do. So they have to find a middle line between these type of astrologies. And I'm not going to say I found a middle line with my mom, my dad, and my brother because we still have problems and we still hate on each other every now and then. But that doesn't mean I want to kill them or anything. You know, that doesn't mean I don't forgive them for what they have done. For example, since Robert Pink Canadian, same as Drake. See, bro? And you over here putting shit and connections together by yourself. You don't need nothing. All you need is the internet and your own mind to understand what's really going on and why these people born on these days are like this and that. He had death in his heart, dude. Just as a serial killer would. That's the way they deal with life. They're like, why not just kill him? The most Scorpios are the usual serial killers of mankind. And that's another thing. Serial killers. To do something more than once. How many times has Drake killed careers? How many times has Drake took people slow? How many times has Drake just flat out blatantly took take and never forgive. But like I said, man, if this is God's plan, or not, I mean, like, if this is actually God's plan, which it is, over a dozen for the last 10 years. If this is God's plan, then his plan will be fine, and the truth will come out. Because Drake is too smart, and Drake moves. He moves like he's worth more than the God. That's how Drake moves. 10 years ago, you could have saw Drake somewhere. Nowadays, you won't see Drake with security, because at the same time, Drake has his haters too. But the thing about Drake and X is X embraces haters. Drake doesn't. Drake didn't. Drake ignores his haters, and he sends a hit for him. Every single person that X beats with, he talked to him man to man, straight up, directly, forward, what's up. Every person Drake did, he had people set up and talk to him, conversation to another person, and all this other shit. That tells you the real honor and authority and truth of a man. A man that could sit down and talk to somebody and speak to somebody on the differences. Sure, he came at them reckless, but that's because that was his energy, that was his manner. He felt disrespected as a man. So if I felt disrespected as a man, I'm either going to, one, A, fight you, or two, try to talk to you. If I'm a real man. If I'm a killer or a demonic energy or a bad deity, I'm gonna see you talk shit, peep, bet, let you live your life, and kill you. That's if I'm a demonic energy, which most people tend not to be, but they can find it within themselves. Just like we can find positivity in ourselves, we can find pure negativity to ourselves. You hear about all these stories of people killing. I could never imagine killing another human unless it was for my own survival. Never. Like, I'm sure when we're kids and we're young adults, we think we're like, oh yeah, I'd kill a nigga, like, for real, like, no. And if you ever, like, have the idea to kill a nigga and your life's not threatened, now I'm sorry and I hate to tell you, but you have demonic energy, and you can clear it out. You just have to change your lifestyle and your ways and the way you look at the world. But demonic energy is so real. It's so real. What else would make us do what we want to do? You think everybody's mentally ill? No. But mental illnesses come and go with energy. That's why people be like, oh, I used to be bipolar, but I'm better now. Because you literally can get better. But it's all up to you. Everything. Oh my gosh. I'm stretched. It's been an hour 50. Let's see. Whatever. Let's reload. See what's popping on the tube. Also, YouTube, they froze my live stream from yesterday. The shit hasn't moved up and down from 834 views. It hasn't been up and down. They froze it because of what I said. So I mean, I don't know what else do they want to do. What people and media are getting wrong, and Drake didn't directly do. If he probably told someone, he would pay him. If they did it. Oh yeah, of course. He probably told him. But if he didn't pay them, and this is how I'm thinking Drake did, because like I told you, he's so smart. He has the devil's wits by his side. Is whoever he thought to kill him is going to be semi-shooters. Damn, bro. I didn't know that one. I didn't peep that. That's crazy. Wow. I'm in awe. That's something. Semi-shooters. And I know I've seen it before, and it's an easy acronym. Yeah, as I was saying, dude, like Drake is too rich and powerful to actually kill people by himself. Like, just have somebody do it for you. Cause at the end of the day, yeah, you didn't pull the blade, but you're the reason the blade was pulled. Of course, it adds up. That like these coincidences. And like, bro, his positivity towards the world. Okay, so with the positivity shit, they never want the world too positive. And that's what he was doing. So yeah, true, he started at the way super duper negative, but as he kept going, he was only getting Alright, I say this is where X negativity was. This is where he was. This is like pure positivity. So in the matter of this 2-year span, He was coming and coming. He was going so positive, and he probably was never going to turn back. He was going to make the same lit, fun, energy pop music, but aside from that, he was going to continue to be positive because we do need this energy, this music. We need it so that we can have a sane, good brain. Even though some of that music comes off like kind of negative, that's okay. You need negative as positive. Negative and positive is still a positive at the end of the day. So he knew how to create this negative music for us, then turn everything around, flip the whole switch, and make this positive as vibe and do this and the helping hand challenge. I did the helping hand challenge. I wonder why. Like, why did I really go out? You should live stream on daily. I don't know, dude. We'll see how this goes. I was going to become one of the most popular in the world legacy. He was, dude. 2 years to do as much as he want. 2 years, a background like his. He had nothing. He literally came from nothing. That's rag from riches. To dying in the eye, to being idolized by millions, to having his name tattooed on my wrist forever. I'm gonna show this, and I'm not gonna tell people. They'll be like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, don't worry about it. You know, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Say it's porn. I don't care. Just know that it means so much more. Just know he changed my life, and that's the beauty about life. I tell people, if you have the power to change somebody's life, then you're living the best you can. There's nothing better, nothing, and I mean literally nothing, except if you want to talk about like physical, like I mean like a positive gain from living here on Earth. And they say this all the time. I don't know why my nose is so itchy, but they say the only thing that really brings people satisfaction in life, like pure true happiness, is giving back and helping others that don't have what you have. Nothing else like that I'm capable to fathom. And I mean, literally every time somebody's like, I'm gonna do this for charity, I'm gonna do that, and after they do it, they feel so much better. I remember I went to a foster home. I was in college at the time, and like it was the foster kids, and the kid liked my hat. What did I do? I gave him my hat, and like he probably don't have that hat to get day, but like who cares? Because that was me giving him energy, me giving him positive energy to him, to have, to keep, to remember me. He may remember me. He may remember the hat. He may got both right now, but that was energy to him and his life. And who knows what that hat meant to him? That's another thing. Like we don't know what we mean to each other. That girl I was talking about, that I told you I loved. I'm 20 and I think I like loved you. Does she know like how much I loved her? Probably not, but that's okay. I mean, we move on, we live and we love, and we still love forever because love is never ending. Love is endless. And I mean, love is on top. You can't change that. Hate is there, it's gone, it's quick. People fall in and out of hate. Luckily, you know, people, but excuse me, I can't talk. The detrimental thing about hate is what it can create. And hate can create death. And once you create death from hate, you can't go back to the good side. You can't go switch up. You do like October. I mean, it's the month of the devil. October, November. That I'm not gonna say October apparently is, but that whole like fall area period. That's why there's witches and pumpkins and all that shit and demonic-y and vampire. All that shit is demonic. Now, I'm not saying, once again, my dad, he's a Libra. He's born in October. I'm not saying everybody born in a month or something. All right, bro. Be easy. I'm not saying that everybody born in a month has evil and are conspiring witches and pumpkins, but they definitely have a much more better chance of doing that because of their month. It's their own struggle. It's their own problem. My dad, he has his own trouble as well. He's a Libra. He's an alcoholic. Peace out, Josh. Thanks for coming, dude. Much love. Yeah, man. I mean, like, I'm so glad that people are here with the positivity, you know, because as of now, we need something to talk about while he's not here, because we can't talk about his charity event coming. We can't talk about his next project. when I mean like I mean the charity events, but literally all we can talk about is what he meant to us right now and what he's going to continue to mean and what's going to happen after this, which is a lot more is going to happen. So let's see, what else do we have on here? YBN Corday freestyles. I don't really. Is there anything else out here that I need some new information? I'm looking for something new. Dude, this album. I just want to drop. And I don't know, man. Like, I want to hear what Drake's gonna say on this song alone. Like, just give me the song already. I want to see what he has to say. Okay, let's see Xxxtentacion last hour. He gets X accused. Yeah, I don't see nothing else, dude. Well, please take down the video of him in the car. Xxxtentacion. Sing the Yes Indeed to beat. He sing? What do you mean? Let's see. Yes Indeed. Oh, he got on it? 1 month ago. Let's hear it. I haven't heard it.
Hey, 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 fucking on the bush like a best like got bigger ass than Cadillac. These about the truck, they got cataract. Fucking baby mama on the motherfucking yoke mat. Put the phone on the phone, back check, laughing at these niggas like a motherfucking blackjack. Hey, 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 fucking on the bush like a best like
So that's a snippet. Thank you for that, bro. That's something. That means even more to this whole conspiracy. The fact that he was able to get on his beat, cause it's Drake's song. That means that was more proof. That was truth. Thank you. No, but like, how do you know he didn't get his cosign? That's the thing about it. That means something, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to hear him though. Not right now. Let's see what these comments are saying. They said this Lil Baby song though. X part is a real. He posted a snippet the other day. I think Drake. I'm pretty sure he had to get his blessing on it. And if he did get his blessing, then my conspiracy that he's still alive and Drake and X are gonna work on something is still alive. And I mean, bro. His last video, they say he talked about death. They were all drunk on Xxxtentacion is dead. Aren't they all? I'm about to go on. No, I'm not gonna go on Twitter. Dude, but when is his song dropping? I'm trying to figure out when is Drake's new song dropping. Go. Drake, new song dropping. Yeah, Drake's dropping a new song apparently. It's called Signs, and it's the same. It's the same. That's what somebody told me today. Yeah, literally, somebody told me Drake's dropping a new song, and it has the same cover of the Louis Vuitton bag that Drake has. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read and multitask. 100 band. Oh, talking about saying I'm a running man. Ooh. I'm trying to see. I don't think I could leave the live and check it though. But apparently, he has some new song that's coming out soon. Like I said, if Drake's smart, he won't say anything. If he's innocent, he's gonna say something, and that's when X will come back out. That's my whole 411. That's the whole event. That's what I'm hoping on. That's what I'm betting on. Because, like I said, I don't want him to be dead. I know y'all don't want him to be dead. God forbid any kids already committed suicide. Oh, God forbid. Please don't. Please look at this video. Watch this video. Here is my hope to you. This is me sending energy to you to let you know it's going to be okay. And even by the grace of God that he is dead and he did take his soul, it's going to be okay nonetheless. He has music to come out and everything going to understand in the end. Like I said, Judgment Day is around the corner. look up YouTube videos. They'll tell you why. They'll tell you exactly the reason being. Everything going on in the world is gonna it's gonna search expert and relays come back. All right, let's see. Let's see. Do you wanna watch one? I guess we're gonna watch a video on live. Fuck it. 100 band, 100 band, 100 band. Ooh, talking about shit. I'm gonna run a minute. Okay. Xxxtentacion coming back to life. Cause I haven't seen this in a minute. I remember hearing about it and watching it, but this one was 15 hours ago. Let's see. Really bad shape developing. Oh, this is old. Let's say, what is this? Oh, this might be interesting.
It's pretty amazing when
the
you
untold
consider
story
that
of
7
Trippy
years ago,
Red.
we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. If you think...
After linking up with Lil Wop in 2016, Ohio rapper Michael Trippy Red White signed a record contract.
Fuck this nigga. He is the actual demon. He is indeed. Xxxtentacion. Did he? Let's listen to it. Juice World. I made a song too. I don't know if I'm gonna drop it yet though. Yes, dude. Trippy is a devil, dude. Like no way, no ifs ands or buts about it. Unexpected. He dropped this shit. Let's hear it. That's a nice song. I'd rather listen to it rather than just on the live stream. But yeah, dude, nice song. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't listen to Lil Peep either, personally. But I mean, when he died, I was still like, damn. Like, nonetheless, it's always a sad day when you lose somebody that didn't even get to live their life. Hold on, I'll be right back. I hopefully I can come back to. Hello, I'm back. Hold up. I gotta tell my people on Snapchat to come chat me on my Twitter. Not my Twitter, my YouTube. The title's called as it calls out Drake in his first live video. Okay, let's see. Calls out Drake. I seen that shit. That was his first interview. One Black Jew. The number 1. And then Black JEW. Called out Drake. Man, oh man. I just want to look this the slick quick shit, man.
No doubt it's 1035 to beat. I'm K Fox, and you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I need you to pronounce your name, please.
Yo, XXX.
That's crazy.
Okay, so what do you want me to call you?
Just call me X. X or Young Dagger Dick.
Young? You want me to call you Young Dagger Dick?
Dagger Dick.
You want me to say and call you Young Dagger Dick?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. I will call you X. What does that mean?
Young Dagger Dick or X?
I could imagine what Young Dagger Dick means. X.
Alright, so
That's crazy.
Xxtentacion means unknown temptation.
Bet, dude, I appreciate you. I'll follow back.
For some time,
Yo, guys, I'm finna hop off this live, though. It's been real. I think I told y'all everything I could. Maybe I'll get in live again another day. But thanks for coming out and talking about this, because, like I said, this shit is hitting us all hard. It's not going to get easier until we get closure. no matter what. It's just not. So till next time. Peace out, bro. I'm about to follow you back. Bye bye.